Attention, students of ICSE Class 9 and 10 and Intermediate First Year. Do subscribe to Study with Sudhir YouTube channel where we cover English literature, history, civics, geography, biology and English grammar and many important motivational videos too. Don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you can get regular updates.
Exam aa gaye. Tomorrow is the 10th of February and today is Sunday, the 9th of February when I'm recording this particular video lesson, and the first exam for ICSE Class 9 students, their first board exam. But nothing to worry if you actually are well prepared. Syllabus is not so vast. In fact, you will be studying much of it in class 10 also as far as English literature is concerned. So nothing to worry if you're well prepared on the scenes of Merchant of Venice, as well as the poems, as well as the stories. So nothing really to worry, but what I'm going to do for you is, before you go for your English literature examination, I'm going to give you 10 short tips which you can keep in mind, and that will help you while you're writing and approaching your English literature exam. That's the first examination on Monday, the 10th of February. Okay, so let's get started without wasting any time. The first one is quality, not quantity. इस पर आप जरूर ध्यान दीजिए. Do not focus on quantity, focus on the quality of the answer. The examiners expect you to have written all the key points, not write a Mahabharat of 2 pages for each answer. Okay, so write the key points with a brief explanation. सिर्फ words लिख के भी मत आइए कि मैंने key point तो लिख दिया था, थोड़ा सा explain कीजिए, literature का examination है. Okay, that's tip number 1. 2, the grammar in your sentences. Grammatical mistakes, please do not make grammatical mistake. Also, write everything in the same tense. ऐसा ना हो कि sometimes you are writing in present continuous, sometimes in past tense, in the same sentence or in the same paragraph. So ensure that your tense is uniform throughout a particular answer paragraph so that it doesn't get mixed up, because that can be irritating. And remember, teachers, examiners, evaluators may overlook this in a physics exam or a chemistry exam or any other examination. But in a literature or English language exam, this will not be overlooked. Okay, so please ensure that your grammar, especially the tenses, are absolutely right. Do not write it in WhatsApp language or Instagram language. I know most of you are there on social media platforms like Instagram, and there is a tendency to use that kind of lingo, not language, but be very careful. For instance, in the bangle sellers, when you're talking about the laughter of the young girls, do not write the LOL of young girls. Okay. So, those kind of small things. In the television poem, when you're talking of eyeballs lying on the floor, don't write eyeballs ROFL. Okay. So just be very careful about these things. I know you will not, but just don't succumb to that temptation of, because you're forced by habit of using those kind of terms in the WhatsApp and Instagram lingo. Spelling mistakes. Be very, very careful. In fact, try to allot a last 5 to 8 minutes, preferably 10 minutes, to revise all your answers just to ensure that you do not make any spelling mistakes. Okay, be very, very wary of making spelling mistakes. जल्दबाजी में हो सकता है कुछ spelling mistakes हो जाए. Also take care of how you write your H. Your H should not look like your P. Okay, your I should not look like your L. Just be careful about those kind of things. Keywords are important. In fact, I have done another video on keywords. Please go through that particular video, because that will kind of make you understand what is meant by keywords. It will demystify the entire world. ये जो हवा बना हुआ है keywords के around, उसको एक तरह से demystification हो जाएगा उसका. Use good language. English literature का examination है, कल का और परसों दोनों का exam में. Use good language. Use a lot of synonyms. Don't keep repeating the same word in the same paragraph or in the same answer. Show your variety and your command over the English language. That is always good. I have always said in my video lessons, use quotes from the story in double quotes. That will also lift your story. Also, make the examiner know that you are very well versed with the content of the poem or the story or Merchant of Venice. So do that to a large extent. Subheadings is a good idea. It's actually a good idea to highlight the point you're making, and usually the subheadings turn out to be the key point. So that also actually underlining them and giving them actually helps you in your answer. In case you make a mistake in your answer, suppose you write a paragraph and you think, okay, that's not what I wanted to write and I've got it all messed up. Don't cut it out like that. Don't make a mess of it. Okay. Just cut it out in a very neat manner and you just write cross on the side so that, they know, okay, this is not to be calculated or counted. So, but don't make a mess of it. I mean, let your answer sheet look neat, even if you have made a mistake and struck out something. Then, avoid the 8-mark question is my advice. This is something which I have told to the 10th class students also, because 8-mark question you would need to write a whole lot of key points, at least 8, sometimes 10. तो हो सकता है कि the possibility of missing out or on 1 or 2 is higher in an 8-mark question than in a 4-mark question, right? Pretty logical. So I would advise, unless it's absolutely you cannot avoid it, to not attempt the 8-mark question and go for the other ones which are in the 4-4-4 kind of a format. That is something which I would advise. Come to the point straight. What is the question? You come to the point straight. उसका पूरा एक समा बांधने की कोशिश मत कीजिए. Okay. Come to the point straight on what is asked in the question. That is something very important. ये ना हो कि the evaluator has to read 2 paragraphs before you actually mention the main point in the 3rd paragraph. No, don't do that. Even if you have included the key point, he will think why is he or she, the student, writing unnecessary stuff? So come to the point straight. Don't beat about the bush. Then tomorrow is your first examination, so I would strongly urge you not to kind of keep on reading till the last minute. जो भी preparation है आज Sunday शाम तक पूरा खत्म कर दीजिए. Go to bed early. Don't make it a late night or a night where you don't sleep at all. Get up early in the morning. You could have about a 1 hour quick revision. उसके बाद meditate a little bit. You want to go to the temple or any other place of worship, please go. Just be calm. Don't get into this major thing about the board exam hai. Just stay calm. Nothing big will happen. And if you are well prepared, there is really nothing to worry. My last point is that several students have asked whether I can predict what 3 chapters and 3 poems will come, or which scenes में से question Merchant of Venice में आएंगे. With such a short syllabus, it's really difficult to predict. And even if I predict, एक तरह से तुक्केबाजी होगी, right? And I don't want to do that. I don't want to indulge in any kind of तुक्केबाजी कि ये आएगा and then you say कि इसी में concentrate करता हूँ बाकी छोड़ देता हूँ. No. थोड़े से poem हैं, थोड़े से stories हैं और 2 scenes हैं basically in Merchant of Venice. So 2 acts हैं, तो no big deal. But having said that, please prepare the first 3 scenes, the 3 scenes of Act 1. In Merchant of Venice very well, because these are the introduction scenes of Antonio, Bassanio, Portia and Shylock, and Act 2 Scene 1 of Morocco. ये 4 सीन को आप अच्छी तरह से प्रिपेयर करिए. इसमें से तो प्रश्न आपको जरूर आएंगे. You will definitely get a question from these ones. Of the poems and stories, my sense would still be Bangle Sellers has a good chance. The Cold Within has a very good chance of coming. Daffodils or Heart of the Tree, one of the 2, because they are related to nature, that may come. So that would be my just guess, but this is just a guess. I'm not basing it on any kind of scientific formula or anything. So my suggestion to you still would be, in fact, all the video lessons, if you have any doubt in any of the poems, the scenes of Merchant of Venice, or the scenes that I mentioned, or the stories, please go to Study with Sudhir. There are separate playlists of poems, of stories and Merchant of Venice. In fact, there is a separate playlist only of ICSE class 9. You could go there and have a look at whatever needs to be given. If you have any doubts, you could go there for clarifications. But otherwise, be well prepared. I'm sure you can conquer this particular exam. Nothing really to worry about. So all the best to you. Do well. May God bless you. Thank you very much for watching.